Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Here we are, right before Memorial Day weekend. If you're in the United States, that's a holiday that we celebrate. Memorial Day is in memory of all the soldiers and people who died in the wars, and it's a great tribute to them. Um, you can tell I used to be an ESL teacher, right? I'm explaining these American customs to people. Because I know that a lot of people that listen to my music are not in the US, but a lot of them are. And that's awesome if you guys can tune in. So, and it's 8 o'clock p.m. my time, and I know that in a lot of places around the world, like I know a lot of people have been listening in the Philippines, and I want to say, hey, if you're watching this on the playback recording, because I know it's like, well, it's probably like 8 in the morning there or something like that tomorrow morning. So, anyways, but yep, it is evening here in Michigan. I live in Michigan, and Michigan, we got some lakes going on here. That's our main thing, lakes, and we got a whole bunch of lakes, and they're big and they're deep, and you know what? They're cold. They are. I know firsthand because I've been swimming in those lakes since I've been a little kid, and but you know what? We're a hardy people here in Michigan, and you know, we get used to it. It's okay. Like it's a big day if the water's 70. If we go swimming in the Great Lakes and it's 70, that's like acceptable. When it's in the 60s, that's pretty cold. But in the 70s, really comfortable is like 75. We pretty much never, like at least where I swim, which is northern Michigan, we pretty much never get above that. But anyways, so Michigan, that's what it's all about here. And hi to anybody joining. My name's Angela Predum. And the purpose of this event is I'm going to share, I'm going to do a preview of a new song that is out tomorrow. It's kind of a new song, kind of not a new song. And you're like, what? How can that be? How can that be, you Angela person? So, anyways, so it's a remix, short answer. And I wanted to do a remix of this song called Epiphany because it was on Dance Moms. And hey, Carol, good to see you there. Let me put the chat up so you guys can see. So, anyways, oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. So, Epiphany was on Dance Moms in 2015, and JoJo Siwa, who's like a super popular young dancer, and now she's often doing her own influencer, huge following thing. She did a dance called Faith Is All I Need to the song. And what's really interesting is, the music supervisors, those are the people that choose the music for the shows, they're so good at what they do, and I really have great respect for them. And all the independent artists like me, they're all like clawing at these people to get my song in the show, But they're very careful about what they pick. And so this song that's called Epiphany, and it has the words, faith is what I need. And they kind of changed that title for the dance to be more appropriate for her dance. But anyways, the show was about, it's a reality show, and what was happening was that her grandma was going in for surgery or something like that. And it was an emotional, tense time. And so my song, which is this epiphany about having faith, it was actually really well suited for the episode. And so many people have searched and found this song over the years, and it's every single day people are listening to it. Every single day people search for it on YouTube, because in my stats I can see the searches, and people search for JoJo Faith Is All I Need, just steadily. It's been years. So that was out in 2015, and people search for it every day. So, And it definitely, Dance Moms has a huge following, and the music alone has a huge following. So, anyways, I wanted to, hey, Scott. So I see your comments, and I think there's a little delay for them showing up in the live stream, but oh, okay, cool. I see it there. Um, so, anyways, so that's the deal. So we did a remix of the song, and this remix, I was like, okay, I'm not really connected with a bunch of hip DJ type of people because my music is pretty mellow, pretty Nora Jonesy and stuff, which is hardly a club thing. So, anyways, I started asking my musician friends, around Detroit, and this drummer, this is a drummer. His name is Rick Beeman, and he also does DJs and remixes and stuff like that. So he did this remix, and Rick played the drums on my holiday song. So I released a holiday song, in December, this past December, called Warmest Wish for You. And Rick is playing the drums on that song. And, he's a super nice guy, and he's a really busy full-time musician working around the Detroit area. And so I asked him if he wanted to do a remix, and he said yes. And so he did a remix of this song, and that would be my kind of club music. Yeah, really. I haven't been in what you would call a club in like so long, and I don't really care to go in one either. I would kind of look out of place, right? But anyways, so yeah, so Rick did a remix of the song, and some funny technical stuff about it is that we recorded this song so long ago. I mean, it was like 2013, okay? And it was this ballad, and it's piano and my voice and strings. And so it was pretty loose, there was no beat. There's no beat. And I might have recorded it to a click, like a metronome where you're following it. But I think I did, but I think it was pretty loose, okay? So, because there's no drums in the song. So then Rick went to add drums. And you know what? It's not like he did the best he could, but I did not record it really precisely to a beat because I didn't need to. It's a ballad. It was this flowing ballad. So, when I was recording it, I mean, I sure didn't think that, 9 years later we would be doing a remix. So anyways, so yeah, Rick did a great job with it. And let me tell you a little bit about the recording. I'm going to do a screen share here because I figured out how to do that. And, okay, so here's the cover. Here's how the cover looks. And then I'm going to show you guys something else. Let's see. Go back to the screen share, stop, and now I'm going to show you another thing. Sorry, I'm kind of new at this whole thing. This is a program called Restream, and Restream is pretty cool. What it does, it streams to all these different places. So it's streaming to YouTube Live, it's streaming to Facebook Live. I was kind of bummed that they don't do Instagram yet. There's not, but it's Twitter. I think it's on Twitter and Twitch. I don't use Twitch, but you know what? It's going to Twitch. So anyways, we're going to share this other thing. So here's a picture of, this is the recording. So these are the string players. On the right is Alan Tilley playing the violin. And on the left is Nathaniel Pierce playing the cello. And these guys were University of Michigan students. They were music school students, music majors. And Nathaniel on the cello was the son of my voice teacher. So my voice teacher's name, her name was Alice Pierce. And now Alice is up in Duluth, Minnesota, being a professor of voice at a college up there, whatever college that is. But anyways, her son was a music major, and these guys are super good, U of M music majors, and they took indie budget pay for this, which was really cool. And that guy with his hands up is conducting. That's Brett Lucas. He produced the track. He wrote the string parts, and then he was like, conducting them, because those kind of players are used to being conducted. They're not really used to following a click. It's like there's different kinds of musicians. I mean, the like studio musicians, jazz type musicians, people that record a lot, they're used to having headphones on and hearing a click. I'll be done with the screen sharing here. So but anyways, those guys were people like that are more used to being conducted. So he did that, and he had the music in the headphones and stuff like that. So, you guys have any questions or anything? That's the thing about teachers, is you gotta wait. You can't go away too soon, like any questions? You can't give it like 2 seconds. You gotta give them more. Well, anyways, let's say somebody asks, well, what do you have coming up next? Well, thank you for asking. Okay, so what I have coming up next is I have been doing recordings, and they're going to be on an album released this year at some point. I don't have a release date. Carol's like, come on. Yeah, I'll get to it. So anyways, I'm going to be releasing an album pretty soon. I got some really good stuff, and that's what's up. So let's get to it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'll go back to a picture of the cover, and then you will hear it playing in just a sec. Starlight, star bright. Can you guys hear it? there we have it. That song is out tomorrow everywhere. And any thoughts? Oh, Carol says, I've heard your voice grow so much over the last few years. The range is so lovely. Oh, thanks. Yeah, even though I recorded this like a long time ago. You know, this is when that song I recorded when I had been working on classical singing a lot. You know, my teacher, Alice Pierce, is like an opera type. And so I really developed my upper range. You know, and it's not used that much in pop songs, but that's the cool thing about me being an indie artist. I can do whatever I want, you know? It's like I don't feel the need to, you know, follow what's on the radio. Where am I right now? I am in my home studio. Good question. So, yeah, I'm in my home studio in my house in the basement, and it's a walkout basement, though. I got windows. And see this table right here? That so my husband Chris, Scott, you know this. Yeah, he kind of took over. Well, I let him. I offered this space. So I kicked him out right now. He's working upstairs because he works afternoons, and he has been working from home for you know, the past year. But whenever I need to be down here during his shift, you know, he moves up to the kitchen table. So that's what's going on now. But yeah, you know, so it's been like a coordination for me to get in my studio and get some stuff done. But it's all good because having him home has been pretty cool, you know. So, well, thank you so much for listening, everybody. And I know some people will be watching this on the playback. And hope you guys have a really great Memorial Day weekend. All right. Any other... Oh, you know, Scott had a question back there. Do I have any videos planned? The short answer is no. No, I don't. How do you do a video for a remix, you know? I could have a club scene, get some disco lights, you know? Oh, Carol, yeah, what they do is they take the original song, and so the remixer usually has what's called the stems, and those are like, okay, here's just my piano, here's just my vocal, here's just the harmonies, here's just the strings, and then they sort of play with them and change them, and sometimes they'll take parts and they'll make it repeat, you know what I mean? I mean, this was a pretty straightforward remix, nothing really crazy. But, you know, sometimes they'll take those things and do little loops and repetitions, and they'll add things to it. So, yeah, they mostly add percussion and drums and sounds, like electronic sounds and stuff like that. Hope that answers your question. So anyways, well, thank you so much for stopping by, and hope you guys have a great weekend, okay? And if you don't already follow me on Spotify, you could follow me on Spotify, and then you get notice when these new tracks are going to be released. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful weekend. All right. Bye.